Italy, a land of ancient glory, a peninsula divided. For centuries, foreign powers and petty princes had ruled its fragmented states. The Italian people yearned for unity, for freedom from foreign domination. Their spirits longed for a unified nation, a resurgence of their ancient Roman heritage. Secret societies emerged, whispering of liberty and independence. Revolutions simmered beneath the surface, waiting for the right moment to erupt. The Congress of Vienna, convened in 1815 after Napoleon's defeat, had sought to maintain the status quo. It redivided Italy, placing much of it under Austrian control. This only fueled the flames of discontent. Nationalists like Giuseppe Mazzini emerged, calling for a popular uprising to create a unified Italian republic. His passionate appeals resonated with the masses, but his attempts at revolution were ultimately unsuccessful. Italy needed a leader, a strategic mind, and a warrior to achieve its dream of unification. Amidst this turmoil, three figures emerged, destined to shape the destiny of Italy: Camillo Benso, Count of Cavour, a shrewd diplomat; Giuseppe Garibaldi, a charismatic general; and Victor Emmanuel II, the ambitious king of Piedmont, Sardinia. Their paths were about to converge, their destinies intertwined in the forging of a nation. Cavour, the architect of Italian unification, believed in a pragmatic approach. Garibaldi, the fiery revolutionary, embodied the spirit of the common man. And Victor Emmanuel, the king, sought to expand his power and unite the Italian people under his rule. Their combined efforts would ignite a series of events that would change the course of Italian history. Their struggles, their triumphs, and their sacrifices would pave the path towards a unified Italy. Theirs is a story of ambition, of cunning diplomacy, of battlefield valor, and ultimately, of the birth of a nation. Camillo Benso, Count of Cavour, was a man of unwavering ambition and political acumen. Appointed Prime Minister of Piedmont, Sardinia in 1852 by King Victor Emmanuel II, Cavour understood that Italian unification could not be achieved through romantic ideals alone. He envisioned a united Italy under the constitutional monarchy of Piedmont, Sardinia, a vision that required cunning diplomacy and strategic alliances. Cavour recognized Austria as the biggest obstacle to Italian unification. He knew he needed a powerful ally to challenge the might of the Habsburg Empire. With shrewd diplomacy, Cavour secured the support of Napoleon III of France, promising him territorial concessions in exchange for French military assistance. In 1859, Cavour provoked Austria into declaring war, setting the stage for a pivotal moment in Italian history. French and Piedmontese armies clashed with Austrian forces in the bloody battles of Magenta and Solferino. Cavour had carefully orchestrated the conflict, but the horrors of war shocked even him. The sight of so many Italian casualties deeply affected him, and he pushed for an armistice. Though the war ended prematurely, it resulted in Lombardy being ceded to Piedmont, Sardinia. More importantly, it ignited the flames of Italian nationalism across the peninsula. Cavour's gamble had paid off. The war had weakened Austria's grip on Italy and inspired a wave of popular uprisings. Central Italian states such as Parma, Modena, and Tuscany voted in plebiscites to join Piedmont, Sardinia. Cavour had cleverly manipulated events on the international stage, maneuvering Italy closer to his vision of a unified nation. While Cavour was the architect of Italian unification, Giuseppe Garibaldi was its fiery sword. A charismatic and courageous soldier, Garibaldi had dedicated his life to the cause of Italian freedom. He had fought for independence in South America, honing his guerrilla warfare skills and earning a reputation as a fearless leader. In 1860, with southern Italy ripe for revolution, Garibaldi saw an opportunity to strike a blow against the oppressive Bourbon rule in the Kingdom of the Two Sicilies. Gathering a volunteer army of just over 1,000 men, known as the Red Shirts for their distinctive attire, Garibaldi embarked on a daring expedition. They sailed from Genoa, landing on the shores of Sicily, where they were greeted with enthusiastic support from the local population. Garibaldi's charisma and military prowess quickly gained him legendary status. With astonishing speed and audacity, Garibaldi's red shirts swept through Sicily, defeating the Bourbon forces in a series of swift engagements. The island erupted in celebration as Garibaldi's forces toppled the Bourbon monarchy. From Sicily, Garibaldi crossed the Strait of Messina and marched northwards, his army swelling with volunteers eager to liberate their land from Bourbon rule. Garibaldi's campaign was a triumph of popular will over tyranny. His victories electrified the Italian people, further fueling the momentum for unification. The Kingdom of Naples, witnessing Garibaldi's unstoppable advance, crumbled before him. Garibaldi entered Naples in triumph, hailed as a liberator by the jubilant crowds. He had conquered southern Italy with a ragtag army driven by sheer determination and the fervent desire for a unified Italy. Garibaldi's military successes posed a dilemma for Cavour. While he admired Garibaldi's spirit, he feared the revolutionary fervor might threaten the nascent Italian state he was carefully constructing.